This video was made possible by EA Game Changers. Hello there everybody, it is me XfreezerBunny and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. So today is a very special video because we're checking out Werewolves. Yeah, sorry about that, I had to. Anyway, this is the new Werewolves game pack and I'm really happy with what I've seen so far. Particularly the floof, not gonna lie, I have a soft spot for cute and fluffy things, so I'm gonna get into that in just a second, but before that I am giving away a copy of Werewolves, so it's gonna be a random giveaway. Just make sure you leave a comment with your Instagram and or Twitter username and I will randomly pick a winner. Also, please be subscribed as well. If you like what I do here, I really appreciate it. But yeah, I will put all of the details for the giveaway in a pinned comment, so if you're unsure about anything, you're welcome to ask me. The giveaway ends when I post my next video, so that's gonna be in about a week or so. So please keep an eye out for that. And also make sure you check your Instagram and Twitter DMs, because I will be DMing you if you are the winner. So yeah, just the usual stuff, you know, housekeeping, just gonna get that over and done with before I talk about the build. So here we go. I am actually so excited about this build because I saw the world, I found out about the lore, and I thought a fire watchtower would be the perfect werewolf hideout. I don't know about you guys, so I just had to build it. I really loved Firewatch, the video game. Short and sweet game. I think it was like less than 5 hours, if I'm not mistaken, but the story was so good. So that was definitely a huge inspiration for me. Also, while checking out all of the new items for the pack, I noticed that it kind of had this 80s/90s vibes, which is definitely my generation because I was born in the 90s. Wow. But yeah, I was going for kind of like that angsty, kind of like teen, young adult hideout, which also just happened to take place in kind of like an abandoned watchtower. So that's the overall vibe that I was going for. I don't know if this was done deliberately, but this world was giving me like major Stranger Things vibes. Stranger Things and Riverdale. But yeah, I really enjoyed this pack actually. I'm not a huge fan of werewolves personally. So yeah, when I got my hands on the pack, I was actually pleasantly surprised. Mainly because I just love this world so much. Moonwood Mills to me is kind of like the glowed up version of Granite Falls. There's a lot of similarities, but this one is just so much more detailed. And I'm excited to explore all of the little areas because I've seen a little bit of the live stream. I did actually watch the live stream as I was building this and I was editing this, so I was kind of like half paying attention to the live stream. Sorry about that, Sim Gurus. But the world itself, from what I've seen so far, is absolutely gorgeous. And also kudos to James Turner for all of the pre-made lots because they look incredible. The library, I kid you guys not, when I first saw the library, I thought it was a rabbit hole. It was that good. And I think my favorite community lot would be the bar because I love the bus bar. That was such a good item. And also the little secret that is in the bar. So if you haven't seen the live stream, if you're like me and if you aren't a big fan of spoilers, I'm not going to spoil it for you. but definitely go ahead and check out what's behind that bar because it's pretty exciting if I do say so myself. But yeah, I definitely gave myself a lot of limitations for this build because usually when I do kind of like my early access builds, I try to keep it specific to that pack. But in this case, I just had to use 1 or 2 extra more packs. So I ended up using 2 more packs. So obviously this build will require werewolves, that's a given. But I also used Snowy Escape and Discover University. There's just no avoiding it. I just had to use those packs because there were some items from those packs that I just definitely had to use. The windows from Snowy Escape were like super essential. And the mini fridge from Discover University was so essential as well. So I would have liked to have kept this only base game and werewolf specific, but you know, this is a limited pack build, so it's not that bad. Anyway, you guys can see me spending a lot of time on the base of this watchtower because I wanted the legs to kind of like splay outward. I really wanted to capture that detail. You guys know I'm a sucker for the architectural details. I don't know, it's the architect in me, I'm sorry. And luckily I attended a wood workshop back when I was in college. So I have a little bit of an idea on how wood works and how structurally wood works basically. I'm not gonna get into that, but yeah, I tried my best to kind of replicate that structural aspect of the legs splaying outward. And luckily one of the wood pieces from Debug, oh my gosh, Debug, I'm gonna get into that, but one of the wood pieces in Debug can actually be manipulated with the tool mod, so luckily I was able to get away with that. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I really love the legs. I'm a sucker for that kind of detail, so really enjoyed that bit. But yeah, I'm actually gonna go ahead and talk a little bit about the pack, starting off with Create a Sim. Right, so Create a Sim, absolutely stunning. I'm pleasantly surprised because I'm not usually a Create a Sim type of player. I avoid it as much as I can because I usually look forward to getting into all of the build stuff. But when I saw Create a Sim, I was so pleasantly surprised. I'm not sure if lumbersexual is still a thing, but if it isn't, then it needs to come back because we got so many good plaid outfits. They're so good. Once again, a lot of cast to me comes across as very 80s and 90s inspired. You know, there's a couple of like mullet hairs. Oh, and I loved the tattered outfits as well. You know, the tattered t-shirts and shoes, obviously made for werewolves, but I could see them working for like more punk sims as well. I really love punk music, by the way. Actually going to the All Time Low concert. I'm so excited. Yeah, in case you didn't know, All Time Low's getting a concert in the Philippines in August, actually, so that's pretty exciting. Looking forward to finally having a social life again after how many years of being stuck indoors. So that's gonna be pretty exciting. But anyway, what else have I been up to? Actually, I've been quite busy this past couple of weeks. If you guys have been following the channel, you would know that I have recently posted a vlog, my first ever anime room tour. And that's mainly because IKEA is open now in my country and I'm planning to buy some new shelving. So I was like, you know what? I kind of want to document this for myself personally. And you know what? I might as well share it with the channel because I am monetizing literally all of my hobbies now anyway. But yeah, I did get to show off my manga and anime figure collection, which is pretty exciting if I do say so myself. And I've also released my first early access CC furniture set on Patreon, which is really exciting. It's a set of bamboo furniture inspired by the traditional bamboo furniture in my country. So that's pretty exciting. Really proud of that. and that one should be available on 12th of July for public release, so you can look forward to that. I'm thinking of possibly filming a showcase video for that, but I got a lot on my plate on the moment, so maybe not. Also, this month, my channel will be celebrating its 9th year on YouTube, which is so insane. If you didn't know, I started making videos in 2013 on this very same YouTube channel. So it's been almost 9 years since my very first Sims videos. The very first Sims pack that I made content for was Island Living, which came out in 2013. And it's pretty interesting to take note of the fact that Werewolves is releasing exactly 10 years after Supernatural came out. I don't know if that was a deliberate thing, but I had fond memories of Supernatural actually. That was when, you know, we got all of the Supernatural life states, or at least most of them in one pack. Yeah, speaking of full moon, I remember back in the Sims 3 Showtime, I used to dread the full moon, not because of the werewolves, because I didn't really play much with werewolves, but we also had zombies, and they came out during the full moon, so they were kind of annoying, not gonna lie. They were kind of a pest. They were kind of like the Vlad of the Sims 3, but if you got like the limited edition of Supernatural, because they did physical releases back then, just to point that out. But if you had the limited edition, you can have like one of those pea shooters from Plants vs. Zombies, and it's literally gonna get rid of the zombies for you guys, which is so funny. I used to love that kind of like survival gameplay. It was really annoying though. I'm thinking of making like a special video to commemorate my 9th anniversary here on YouTube. So yeah, that may or may not happen. Depends on whether I can find free time for that. But oh, another highlight for this pack would actually have to be buy mode. I'm a bit underwhelmed with build mode, not gonna lie. But buy mode is so awesome. Some of my favorite items would definitely have to be the new sofa. I just love the comfy sofa vibes. I mean, I'm a couch potato myself, so you know, guilty pleasures and all that stuff, but I feel like we have a serious lack of comfy sofas, just saying. And I'm really happy that the sofa that came with this pack is just so comfy and floofy. And I also really love the new normal sized telescope. I know everyone's hyped about it, but I gotta say, it's so good. Anyway, another highlight for me would definitely have to be debug. I am shocked, you guys, by how good the trees are in this pack, okay? I feel like the trees are so well done. I'm definitely going to be using a lot more of them in future builds because they look so beautiful. Anyway, before I forget, I want to ask you guys, who is your favorite werewolf? Because I actually haven't watched that many werewolf TV shows, sorry about that, but I really liked Professor Lupin from Harry Potter. Probably my top 3 favorite professors, along with Dumbledore and McGonagall. The only other werewolf movie I can remember watching was Twilight. I feel like Twilight was definitely an inspiration for this pack because I'm pretty sure they left quite a few Easter eggs. One of which is a pretty obvious one. Literally one of the werewolves is called Jacob. So if that's not a Twilight reference, I don't know what is. I wasn't really into Twilight, to be honest. I just watched it because my friends were really into it, so kind of had no choice. But yeah, let me know who is your favorite werewolf. But other than that, I am just doing some landscaping over here. I did kind of try to make this place look abandoned. There's an outhouse with a bathtub and toilet. And I just left a bunch of junk everywhere because, you know, that's kind of like the vibe I was going for. But yeah, it looks like that's actually going to be it for this build. So before I go, I want to say a special thank you to all of my patrons for all of your support, and to the rest of you who are watching. Thank you so much for dropping by as well. That being said, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up my commentary right here. Thank you guys so much for watching once again. You all have an awesome day. Enjoy the rest of the video. Don't forget to join my giveaway, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.